Can you take out that? Okay.
These are also
Just like a
used-
record player.
Yes,
Gramophone.
before the record player.
Phonogram.
They were also used for public use. And standing in the corner, we have the public version of the same thing.
That big one.
The Duke box, if you like. The only difference, other than the fact that it is much larger, is the fact that it's coin operated, and one buys themselves a play by dropping a penny into the slot on the side. So I just dive in front. Just make sure it's wound up. It's the turn of the century, this one, maybe 1905. Symphonium is the maker, based in Leipzig in Germany. And to activate this machine, we drop 1 penny into the slot here.
Just like that.
The modern Duke
Museum.
box today.
Music box.
In the pubs or the bars or the
Right.
cafes. And I suspect this is where you would have found it 100 years ago also. Maybe the Lions Tea House or at the end of the pier with the slot machines. Something
Right.
like that. Years ago, had you donned your best lederhosen and off you went to the German Bierhalle. This is likely what would have been entertaining you with a big frothy stein of beer, the sort of thing that that one would have found specifically in use in Germany. As you may tell from the music that's on here, it has a feel that is extremely evocative of seeing the old Bierhalles and Biercellars on films. And pinned barrel, as we've seen before. The pins contacting and lifting levers to pull back and drop hammers. Piano section, drum, cymbal, a little orchestrion barbell percussion section down there. 5 instruments.
And this is maybe whistle.
These are separate. These are here for restoration. 5 instruments with this one. The 5th one being a little triangle underneath. 10 songs on the barrel. One needs quite a large piece of software for 50 programs, which is really what we've got, quite a whacking piece of software. To move the cylinder once again, it goes from side to side to line up different sets of pins for different tunes. And to play it takes rather a lot more effort than the last one, manually wound. So, here we go. It's a little louder than anything we've
No
had
problem,
so far,
no
so
problem.
be warned.
I like
I'm going to flick a switch on the back to give us a little bit of light inside so you can see better for filming. It's the only electric feature. Everything else in here is working from clockwork again. Pins lifting levers for a piano section, percussion, bass drum, snare drum, cymbal, triangle. To activate this one, we drop a coin into the slot at the side, assuming it passes the magnet test and we haven't thrown in an old sink washer or something. Then the coin will drop down and release the mechanism. On the back of this machine is 200 weight of cast iron, a great big block, the width of the machine about a foot deep, which is released to start falling, taking with it this wire to pull around the gears, turn the cylinder and play you your song.
Oh,
We're in Austria with this one, and the date is 1902. Oops, I didn't like that coin.
okay.
We try again.
Yeah, this is correct one.
The piano section that you could see in the last two large instruments,
Yeah.
pins lifting levers for hammers striking onto strings. No percussion accompaniment. The accompaniment is visual by way of moving pictures, little hand paintings going past the glass screen. So,
Nice.
best of all, the nearest thing I can offer to an iPod anyway, about 1905 in date, courtesy of Thomas Edison, the first voice recordings, analogue programming and what later became our 78, I suppose, and today the CD. Starting off slightly different though, with a cylinder, which you're more than welcome to have a look at, if you wish to see. There we go. You can run your nail along it, you feel the ridges on the outside,
Yeah,
the
it
same
is.
as you find here, working
Yeah,
in the same
same.
way. Usually with a flat disc you have the steel needle.
Pin.
This one here, a
Yeah.
small piece of diamond underneath, just in here. You hear me catch it with my nail.
Right.
Little piece of diamond, and it bobs along the surface of the cylinder to do the same thing that this here
Same
does.
thing.
So,
Lovely.
thank you very much. So I put one on. I'd like for you to be able to hear it.
Yeah.
Thomas Edison. The artist on here is a gentleman called Harry Lauder, a Scottish singer. It's an original recording on here that dates from around the time of the First World War, somewhere 1915, 1920, something like that. Clockwork once again.
Its name is also Edison.
The machine is Edison.
Edison.
Yes. Edison phonograph.
Phonograph.
Before we gang a war, there's a wee wife waiting in the wee bunting thing. If you can take it to progress, moonlight, well, you're all right. You I like a man that is a man. A man that's straight and fair, a sort of man that will and can in all things do his share. I like a man Jervak and Statesman Jock before we go. Just a wee Jock and Doris, just a wee drop that door, just a wee Jock and Doris before we gang the war. There's a wee wife waiting in the wee button thing. If you can take it to Broadbrack, moonlight, well you're all right, you can. Just a wee Jock and Doris, just a wee drop that door, just a wee Jock and Doris before we gang the war. There's a wee wife waiting in the wee button thing. If you can take it to
This is a gramophone.
Now, the horn is made from ex-London telephone directories, and it's covered in snakeskin for firmness. And at the widest point, the horn's 29.5 inches to fit through a standard 30-inch door frame, because this was made for use at home. Here we go then. Needs winding up.
Right.
There we are then. A typical 1930s tune.
That's the end.
There you are. Now, this was owned by somebody called Wilf and Ivy, who were Romany gypsies. And in here, you have their favourite horses.
Oh. These are the holes.
And on the
Air will come
horses,
out.
and on the back, we have their
Bell.
caravan.
Oh, this is a strip.
Here we
to
go
make
then.
music. Okay.
Piano, made in 1920. This would have been attached to the wall, and you would have bought a tune because it's for public use. In the bass we have bellows, and we have a 80 to 100 note bar. 65 control the piano. The remaining notes control the wooden block and the mandolin rail. And this is run by a DC 110 volt motor.
Motor. Oh,
An American motor.
yeah.
Here we are, my love. Let's pop it on for you.
હમણાં
Hello, bye.
આંગળીઓ સીધી કરો એમ જોડે જોડે ગાવાનું એ
આંગળી નથી મૂકતો હવે.
મૂકે છે હમણાં મૂકશે હા હા બેટા હા લે લે
સોંગ પણ ગાય
એક્સાઇટ થઈ ગયા બસ ચાલો ચાલો ડીંગ લો જો આમ આમ બગા વગાડું છે જો અલા રાડું છું કે કરું છું તું એ હા ચાલો ચાલો